Come here, come here, come here. Now look, it's your boy Lee, it's your boy Hendrix. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Lee Hendrix. And look, as you can see by the title, right? As you can see by the title, welcome to Red's class, fellas. This is for guys that's looking to start a conversation with a female. Guys that don't know the first step on how to make the first move when you're talking to her. Now look, I got a lot of people that's in school right now, whether it's high school, middle school, or even college, fellas. Me personally, I'm in college right now, but that's besides the point, right? You want to know how to talk to her. You want to know the first step you need to take. For guys that's in high school, right? For guys that sees the girl every single day that they want to talk to, the first thing you should ever do is simply just walk up to her. Walk up to her and introduce yourself, fellas. How you expect to talk to her if you don't introduce yourself? She don't even know you exist. And you steady walking up thinking like, oh my God, she's so fine. I'm gonna walk past her and hopefully she see me, fellas. She's not worried about you. She's literally walking to class right now. Her focus is getting to class. The only way for you to get her to think about you is by introducing yourself. By saying, hey, hold on, what's your name? Excuse me. My name Lee Hendrix, what's yours? What class you going to right now? Oh, you going to math class? Okay, I'm ready to go to pre-calculus right now. What's your name? Don't even say what's your name. Say what's your number. This leads into saying, you ready to go to your next class? Cool. Let me get your number. Or let me get your Instagram. That way, you can end it right there, and you will be able to talk to her, fellas. You already done introduce yourself. You know who she is, and she know who you is at that point. It's simple, fellas. It's simple. Introduce yourself so you can be known. So she can know who you are. Don't see a fine female, right? And get all nervous and be like, oh, no, I'm going to psych myself out. No. You walk up to her and be like, I'm going to get to know her. And hold on, before I even get further into this, make sure that you drop a like on this video. You looking at me right now? While I look at you, look at me? No, drop a like. What are you doing? Let's get back into it. When you walk up to a female, you have to walk up to her with a clear mind. You have to say, what is my purpose on walking up to her? Is it just because I think she's cute? A lot of people think she's cute, but what are they gonna do to execute and make sure that they secure? You mean to tell me you just walked over there because she's cute? You gonna walk over there and say, hey, what's your name? Oh, and you just gonna sit there and the conversation is gonna be dull and it's getting nowhere. It serves no purpose because you didn't have no vision in mind on what you wanted to do after you approached her. You literally walked up to her and said, hey, and she said, hey, and now you just stuck. You just, never mind. And then you walk off. No, fellas. No, we not doing that. You have to be like, okay, I'm gonna walk over here. I'm gonna get to know her. I'm gonna see what she's doing right now, where she's ready to go. I'm gonna see if she got Instagram. I'm gonna see if I can get her number. That way we can text later on and I'm gonna be like, okay, look, I'm gonna hit you up later. It's not about right now. It's about setting it up so you can talk later, fellas. It's about setting it up so you can talk for later. So while she's in class, you can simply just shoot her a text and be like, how your class going? And you know, most of the time, 9 times out of 10, the class may be boring. The class may be boring. So now you just sitting there talking to her. She's entertaining you and you entertaining her. She's feeling your vibe out. Oh, your class white. It reminds me of my class. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was better off skipping this class. You should join me. Now y'all going on an adventure. You see how easy that is, right? Now look, if you want to slide up on her on social media, fellas, if you want to talk to her and secure her on social media, you gotta just do this one thing. It's simple. It's simple. It's not you being thirsty. It's just on some chill vibe. You just reply to her story. Replying to a female story can literally start a conversation. I seen it in a minorities video and it was just foolproof after that. A girl literally had a 30 clothes hamper in the back of her picture and he was like, do your laundry. You ain't do your laundry yet, question mark? Or if it's some in the back of her picture, be like, oh, where you got that? And she's gonna tell you. She's gonna be interested. That's when you be like, oh, for real? I might need to get me one. Simple, fellas. It's not rocket science with this. A lot of these guys and gurus be thinking that they gotta tell you 1,000,001 ways. No, it's simple. All you have to do is ask a question. You have to be confident within yourself. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, no what, I'm confident. I have 2 balls right now, so I'm confident. I'm gonna walk up to her with my head high, shoulders back, and I'm gonna approach her. Because I know if I don't approach her, guess what? It's somebody that's actually confident and has a goal set on what he wants to do with her that's gonna approach her if I don't. I know we see it time and time again, fellas. That girl that you always wanted, You see that she's with that different guy, that guy that's not you. It's because you never made your first step. You never took initiative on talking to her. I had to realize this myself, fellas. You can't sit there and be mad at a female talking to a guy if you never went to go talk to her. You never went to go introduce yourself. You can't be mad at the rooms that you're not in if you haven't put yourself in the positions to get there. You have to be willing to get yourself out of your comfort zone. A lot of guys want to text. No. If you see her in person, if you're constantly seeing her in person, there's no reason you should be trying to text her on Instagram. No, walk up to her and have a conversation, fellas. 9 times out of 10, females are just as shy as you, if not even worse. From my experience, females genuinely cannot stand eye contact, fellas. It just does something to them in their soul where it just melts. You can be that guy that makes her melt, fellas. So when you talking to her, be like, I'm such and such. You introduce yourself. Make sure you're looking at her right. Don't try to look at her figure. No, look at her in her eyes. Show her that you're applying that pressure. You know how many guys walk up to her and look at her boobs or look at her ass, fellas? No. Let her know that you focus. Let her know that my attention is right here. If she's looking everywhere else, be like, hey, I'm not over there. I'm right here. Look at me. I'm telling you, don't trick yourself out of your spot, fellas. Don't. You don't come off as thirsty if you do slide in the DM as well, fellas. If you end up replying to her story, it's like a natural thing. It's like you just happen to just be scrolling, right? And you just swiping up. If she has a hobby or something that you constantly seeing on her page, whether it's like doing makeup or doing hair, if you see that, it's okay. You can be like, oh, she do hair? You do hair? How long you been doing hair? And if you're a guy like me that actually likes to get his hair done, you can take it one step further and just be like, yo, I need my hair done. Can you get me right? And females with 9 times out of 10 be like, yeah, I can. What you want? And then when you link up with her, that's when you can talk. Y'all gonna be one-on-one. You can interact with her. I'm not saying go and be a creep when she doing your hair, but no, talk to her while you getting your hair done. Get to know her, fellas. Start that conversation. Use this strategy, fellas. That's why I say time and time again, fellas, learning a new game can really change your life. And hold on, before I even get further into this, make sure that you drop a like on this video. You looking at me right now? While I look at you, look at me? No, drop a like. What is you doing? Let's get back into it. But straight like this, fellas, like I always say, you wear the pants in a relationship. If your girl wear the pants in a relationship, something is wrong. And also, look, 2 videos is gonna pop up right here, right? These 2 right here. I don't even know which ones they are, but click them. It's more game. You don't want to miss out, I'm telling you. That's why I say doing this will really change your life.